At the previous episode, we discussed with AMR how he spent 30 days to meet fazerug and the problems that faced him till he met fazerug. And at this episode, we're gonna be discussing how he gave KSI the hamster and how he snuck into the VIP section secretly to hand KSI the hamster, but KSI response wasn't expected. Before the video starts, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and AMR's channel. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy.
Tell us about the hamster delivery moments.
Okay, so delivering the hamster moment to KSI. It was a long day before I even made it to the arena to surprise KSI with the hamster. We previously went to the hotel that all the fighters and promoters and everybody who was running the event, we went to the arena that they were all staying at, and whenever I got there, I decided to just show everyone there what I was going to surprise KSI with, in hopes that word would get around. I would kind of be like a main focus in a sense, so that people saw me, they'll be like, it's that guy, which it did work. So whenever I was at that hotel, I was interviewing some fighters, and I showed them the hamster. I was like, I'm gonna give this to KSI. And I also showed them a t-shirt that said F Dylan Dennis, which was the guy he was supposed to fight. I showed them the t-shirt and they all loved it. Those people taking pictures of the t-shirts and everything. So I was kind of like the talk for a while right there. And I was like, yeah, well, this is it. We're golden. So fast forward from the hotel to the arena. I will say that moment whenever I saw JJ enter the building, because he wasn't in the building whenever we were there. So we were sitting there waiting for, I'd say, probably like 30 to 40 minutes. And then he finally enters in. And the time that he comes in the building is in between a fight. I mean, so like a fight just finished, and now we have a rest period for another fight. And I realized that like right then and there, this is like the only time out of the day that I can really go and meet JJ, because there was no fans around him, which I was surprised. Like nobody was approaching him. So I see a massive crowd of people on the floor level, which I snuck onto the floor level because I didn't buy the floor ticket. I'm not balling like that yet.
Right? There were no like much security.
There was security, but it was very like I feel like I could finesse all these security all at once. Like okay, like this security wasn't like high level like White House Joe Biden president security. It was very low level, probably Chuck E. Cheese in the backroom security. Like it wasn't anything that I was really intimidated by. But I snuck onto the floor level just by walking down the stairs to the floor level. I wasn't stopped by anybody. I picked some random seats to sit at and waited for KSI. And then he comes out, he's sitting there ringside. He has a bunch of people just sitting around him who all, you know, pay for those seats. And a bunch of people are just standing by the barrier as well, just watching whatever's happening. So now I'm like, screw, this is the only time we can really get this moment. So we walk up to the crowd of people. I'm like, how in the hell am I gonna sneak past all these people and convince them to let me through so I can possibly just, you know, get in their way or annoy them? So I walk into a crowd of people, and instantly after I get past two people, these guys are like, wait, you're the guy who's trying to give the shirt and hamster to KSI. Now, there was one part in between that I did not include in the video because I was scared that PETA was gonna come after me and try to shut me down, and that was that we show up to the arena a little bit too early, probably like 30 to 40 minutes early, because I just read the time wrong. And there was a massive line of people just waiting to get inside. And we were just sitting there in the cold rain. I have the hamster Morpheus in my side bag. I have a little cloth over him, and I have it zipped up. And I have my hoodie up. My filmer's there with a windbreaker on, with the camera as well. And it's just pouring down raining, and it's cold. And we were standing there in the cold wondering, do we either A, sit in this cold for another 40 minutes, or do we just go back to the parking lot that we put our car in? And we're like, might as well just walk back. It's a 7-minute walk, pretty easy, right? No. We tried to walk back to our parking lot where the car was, and we didn't remember where it was. We were lost in downtown Austin. We were trying to figure out where our car was for a good 30 minutes. I'm not even lying. Like the event already started at this point. We're trying to figure out where our car was for a good like 30 minutes, which was supposed to be a 7-minute walk, but we just didn't really pin it or remember where it was. So we're walking in the wet, cold rain with a fragile small hamster in my bag, who's probably on the verge of just, you know, dying. My hands are just frozen. My filmer's hands are frozen, and we're lost. But then we eventually find the car, chill for a second. We then get Uber back to the arena, where we get inside. I sneak the hamster in. It was pretty easy. I just put him in my pocket. We get inside the arena, put Morpheus back in the hamster ball in my side bag. We sneak down to the main floor pretty easily, and then all the people I spoke to at the hotel came up to me and was like, hey, we're gonna get KSI to meet you, and they're all telling me how they need KSI to get my t-shirt and everything. I walk up to the crowd of people. They're all pretty much like pushing me forward to go meet JJ, and once I get up to the barrier to see JJ, I hold the t-shirt up and I say his name, and then he turns around He likes the t-shirt. I give it to him. And after that, I tell him I have one more surprise. And then he clocks the hamster in the bag before me. And then I give it to him. I put it in his palm. He's holding it, showing everyone around. He showed the beta squad. He showed Chunkz and Sharky, like the hamster and all of them. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. I was like, this moment right here is crazy. I couldn't believe it right there. I just didn't believe that was happening. But the one thing that I liked the most and I really appreciated the most was that he gave the hamster back to me. I put him back in the ball. He asked for my name, and then he told the viewers watching, he said, everyone go subscribe to AMR.
Subscribe to AMR, bro.
It's just amazing. Like that was awesome that he said that, because it meant that he truly cared. The reason why that KSI moment was so special to me was not because I knew it was going to get crazy views or likes, or that was going to like go insane and viral. It was the fact that I've been watching KSI for, I'd say, over 5 years easily. He's been one of like my favorite YouTubers for a long time. So watching him for that long time and him constantly entertaining me, making me laugh, why don't I give him the same things that he's been giving me? And that's just entertainment and making me laugh. So that's what I did in that moment. I made him laugh. You know, I was able to make him happy. That's why I like that moment so much, and that moment will forever be in my mind until the day I die. Like that was just crazy.
Did the hamster got there safe?
I'll say the hamster got there safe. He got there completely safe. He's literally alive right now. He might have like stage 4 lung cancer, but that's not on me. Wait, what?
What did you do to him to get cancer?
I didn't do anything to him. It was probably like the air in Austin or something. I saw a guy smoking a cigarette on the side of the corner. You never know. Pheromones. You know, the hamster's good now. KSI, he had the biggest smile on his face when he had it. He had it in his hand. He was holding it. And I also had a custom t-shirt, which I'll grab as well. I had this custom t-shirt made, and I was wearing it, and it says RP Morpheus, his old hamster. He liked it a lot. He laughed, and ultimately I feel like I did what I was meant to do in that moment: make KSI laugh, entertain him, just give him back everything he's done for me. And that's what I feel like I did for the fazerug moment as well.
Describe to us your feeling after you crossed the security barriers and reached to JJ while you were carrying the hamster.
The feeling before going past security to get to the floor to give KSI the hamster, we were lost for a second, because each stair set that led down to the main floor had at least one worker at each one. So if we tried going down and there was a worker there, he would have checked our tickets and been like, hey, you guys didn't buy 4 tickets, you're broke, go back up. So I was like, okay, fine, we can't just directly go down. So we sat in the stands for a good like 20 minutes thinking maybe I can Photoshop my tickets with some bootleg like C-list Photoshop app on my phone called Edit Me. Like just try to find something just to edit my ticket to be like, yeah, we sit here. But no app had any good software in order to do it. So I was like, yeah, we're kind of shit out of luck here. In that moment when I realized that I can't just edit the tickets simply and just finesse the security, my filmer pointed out that one of the staircases didn't have a security guard. I guess the security guard left. He was on shift. Shannon Briggs probably put him in the headlock. I don't know what happened. So I was like, screw, it's here. We have to go now, or we're gonna have to jump off the railing and do some James Bond, Jason Statham type shit and sneak past everybody. I'm not like him. So we just went down the stairs without security. In that moment, my heart was just pounding, because I knew that the second I made it on the floor, I would have been good. And that now we had no excuse not to meet KSI and give him the hamster. So we're making our way down the stairs, and it's funny because we switched seats like 19 times during this entire thing. Like we sat in our original seats and we're like, this shit's ass. We moved to like this seat, that seat, that seat, that seat. Like if they had like just one simple CSI agent watching us, we would have been in prison. So it's just like, we were constantly moving all around the arena, and then we're like, fine, let's make it down to the main floor. Overall, the main thing I could say that led us down to the main floor is confidence. If you have confidence in your ability that you can make it down to the main floor, then you're winning. Like at one point while we were contemplating how to make it down, I was telling my filmer, hey, text me a message saying, hey, we're on the down floor, come meet us. Just so I can show the security guard, like being like, hey, my friend's on the down floor, can we meet him? The most bait way to get on the floor, I was telling my friend to be like, hey, we can do that. Like I was just gonna do everything. But honestly, he's the L security guard. He should have done better at his job. He's probably a fan. He probably watches my videos though, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is the most difficult thing you face in delivering the hamster?
I think the most difficult was one. The most difficult thing wasn't really a physical thing, it was a mental thing. And that was the fact I'm wondering if he was ever going to even come out, because he wasn't sitting ringside. And I was thinking, like, is he gonna come ringside to the main event, or is he just gonna sit in the back and watch it? Because I knew he was in Austin, like he was there for the press conference and he posted that he was there. So that right there was like just having my brain just very curious and like when he's gonna come out. Like, timing is the main key here on how I was going to accomplish this mission. Is I need to get in and out quickly, because I noticed after I gave him the hamster and me and my friend were celebrating and just talking to other people, I looked back at KSI and there was a kid who wanted a picture and he just got brushed off instantly. I was like, damn, that's an L. I should probably give him the hamster again and let him go back and get the picture, but he didn't. I don't know where that kid is. I saw how like it was gonna be hard to do it, but I then provided value to KSI and letting everybody know that I had value to meet him. And that's the main thing that kind of soothed my mental dilemma, was I have value for him. I have a t-shirt for him that he's gonna find funny, and I have a hamster that he's gonna find cute, and it's gonna be very wholesome. So I have value to provide. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you want somebody famous, if you want somebody that you are very interested in meeting, the main thing you have to have is a value to them. Whether it is a, what was I saying? Whether it's a service, whether it's an art piece, whether it's something to make them laugh.
Something that you would love, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to.
What's happened to the lights?
Dude, it's
Green
ISIS. No, Siri just responded. Bitch, I didn't even say your name.
Wait.
I'm Siri.
No, you're Siri. Shut up. So yeah, back to what I was saying. If you just want to garner the attention of anybody that is famous or someone that you're interested in, try to incorporate things that you love into value for that said person. Try to incorporate things that you love doing into value for that core person that you're trying to impress. Because there's this one saying that a lot of people say. To me, I like to just kind of tweak it and flip it. It's never meet your heroes. And I understand why they say that. It's because you have a high expectation of who these people are through a screen. And once you meet them in person, they don't quite meet the expectation. It's kind of like watching Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man for all your life. When you meet him in person and realize that he can't do a backflip and shoot webs out of his arms, you're pretty fucking disappointed. I like to flip the narrative of don't meet your heroes to impress your heroes, because if I'm able to impress these people that I have so longed for and watched for all my life, that could catapult me and put me into a position to where I could be even better than them. So don't meet your heroes is bullshit. Impress your heroes is what you should do, and how to impress them is to provide value to them.